Why are we here? Well, I'm here because I believe that blockchain and cryptocurrency technology represents a fundamental change in the way that humans interact and do business. But more importantly than that, I believe that privacy is a really important element of that. And I don't want my son to grow up in a world where every single financial transaction that he undertakes can be surveilled, monitored, and tracked back to him, not just by relevant authorities, but by anybody in the world. So that's why I'm here. Everybody has their own reasons for being here. Some people are interested in helping people in repressive regimes be able to fund nonprofits or human rights organizations that would otherwise struggle to get funding. Other people may believe that Zcash and the Zk stack that it's built on represents the real future of DeFi, and they want to see it develop in that direction. For whatever reason we're here, I think it's important to remember that we're all striving to get to the same goal, which is to see Zcash in the hands of as many people as possible across the world, and to make sure that they all have access to private money that is decentralized and censorship resistant. Now, we all have our different views on how to get there. There are many different paths, there are many different routes, and this is an event that we at the Zcash Foundation organize in order to give the Zcash community an opportunity to come together, to share those ideas, to share those views, to discuss and debate the different paths that we can get to achieving that goal, and to help create an environment where the synthesis of those ideas and the sharing of that knowledge and the research and the updates that we're going to hear from various grant recipients and the core organizations in the Zcash ecosystem can serve to help build relationships across the ecosystem. Obviously, we can all meet online, we can meet on Zoom or on Google Meet, but there's no replacement for actually being here in person and being able to shake people's hands and speak to them face to face. That's why we organize this event. That's why we're here. That's why we've created this event for you all to come here. It's up to you what you do with it. You can sit here and you can listen and you can take some notes and then go away, or you can engage proactively. And you can share your ideas, you can listen to other people's ideas, you can discuss and debate them politely, as I specified earlier. But it really is up to you which direction Zcash goes and how successful Zcash is in the long term. The future has not been written. That's the theme of this year's Zcon. And what does that mean? Well, I once heard somebody say that the best way to predict the future, is to invent it. And I think that when it comes to creating the future of Zcash, it's up to us. We face a hostile environment in many respects. There are concerted efforts by various regimes and governments around the world to hamper or cripple cryptocurrency. A decentralized technology like this distills power away from those who are currently in power. It makes it more difficult for them to control the people that they want to keep under their thumb, and as a result, many governments and regimes are seeking to make it more difficult for crypto to thrive, spread, and be successful. But Zcash and other cryptocurrencies aren't going to simply be successful without somebody doing something about it. And whether you're here in the room today, whether you're watching online or watching a recording of this event later on, you are the people who will make a difference when it comes to the success or the failure of a project like Zcash. So never think that when you're sat here in the audience or you're sat at home watching this, that it's always up to the people who are here on stage to make that difference, to make Zcash a success or a failure. This year, we've deliberately made a massive effort to try and bring as many people from across the Zcash ecosystem up here onto the stage. So you're going to hear from grant recipients, you're going to hear from ambassadors from across the world, you're going to hear from researchers who are working on technology that is relevant to Zcash. But this is just a small percentage of the people who contribute to Zcash, the people who make up its ecosystem and its community. And you are one of those people. Even if you don't think you are, the fact that you're watching this means that you are one of those people. So if you are aligned with the goals of the Zcash project, if you believe that it is a fundamental human right for people to be able to transact with one another, to carry out financial transactions in privacy and without fear of being censored, then I put the question to you: what can you do to help make this project a success? What can you do to help make sure that the future that we are moving towards isn't one where we face an Orwellian-style surveillance state, where every single transaction, no matter what it is that we do, is surveilled and subject to censorship if the powers that be believe that it's something that we shouldn't be doing. Next up, we're going to hear a bunch of ecosystem updates from core organizations within the Zcash ecosystem, and then we'll be moving into our talks. But next up, I'd like to call on Zuko to give an update from the Electric Coin Company.